So there's a scripture that says, train a child in the way that they should go, and when they are old, they won't depart from it. Listen, for us, this has meant recognizing the unique path for each of our children and how they feel compelled to take their walk, and for us to be alongside them, to guide them, to support them, and instill values that will last a lifetime. From our perspective, it's not always about what they choose to do, but it's about how we as parents, as emerging leaders, as entrepreneurs, as I like to say, contentpreneurs, right, can use these moments to share lessons of life and love and leadership. And listen, this holiday season, as well as in this episode, we invite you to give your family something priceless, the gift of love, the gift of acknowledging their creativity and giving them your unwavering support as they unfold. What's good, Elevation Nation, and welcome to the Elevated Podcast, where the IT stands for inner tugging, and we elevate emerging leaders in self-awareness, love, and leadership. I am your host, Christian, and listen, this week's episode is a very special one. We've been deep diving in themes. 'Tis the season, and we had laughter with Barry. Had fun with Dre, and we talked a little bit about family, but we're going to go a little deeper with this family aspect, even during this holiday season. And today, I felt divinely inspired to have a heartfelt conversation about letting love and creativity flow through your family. Somebody put that in the comment section. And who better than to join me at this very elevation table than the very people who embody this in my life than my own family. So Elevation Nation, I'm asking you to give a virtual round of applause for my incredible crew. As y'all already know, who is across from me is the love of my life, my best friend, superstar mother, the creative consultant herself, my beautiful baby. How you doing, love?
I'm great.
You great? All that energy. I'll be working at the very beginning, right?
You do.
And
you do an excellent job.
And she just
too.
like, I'm great. But you go ahead and do that, all right? So I'm gonna introduce our kids ahead of time, and then we're gonna bring them on, okay? Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. So first up, what we'll have is our oldest son, and he has a powerful story behind his brand Conquer. And this is what I want you to understand. I want you to understand that he's dedicated to empowering his generation and beyond. And just watching him develop, watching him unfold has been a tremendous blessing. And I do say that because I am biased. I am his father, but I also am at the place of really believing and seeing it. So listen, stay tuned to what Jadon Johnson has to say as we have him come into our podcast. All right. So we also will have our middle son, who is a two-time entrepreneur. He's gifted in enhancing appearance for his barbering. He has, someone messed this up, Jadiah Fades. Okay. Jadiah Fades and his lawn care business, Trim Pro, Jadiah's Lawn Care. We have Jadiah Johnson, who will be joining us. And last but not least, our youngest son, who has a natural talent as well. And this is the area of creating a skin product that we actually had ourselves, right? He had eczema. And I think we all started that and the soap business back then. But he said, Dad, Mom, I want to take this thing over. And so we changed it from, through Love Lathering, we did body butter and soap. That went to Brothers Butter, when all three of them wanted to do it for a second. And then he said, I'll take it over. So y'all are going to see our youngest 10-year-old CEO of JoJo's Butter that is going to go ahead and join us. But before we go any further, I need to know, are you ready? Then let's go. Listen up. All right. So beautiful. Before we get to the area of the kids, specifically our oldest, who is here already with us, being really quiet and amazing. We'll bring him on, right? But I want to know, as a mother, as a wife, an entrepreneur, creative consultant that you are, you wear so many hats gracefully and beautifully. From your perspective, why is it important to let love and creativity flow through your family, right? And how has that shaped your journey along with what you do?
I just think it's important to let people, especially your children, to be 100% themselves, like to actually have the opportunities to explore what that means, what that looks like. So that means tapping into their creativity. And like you said, they've kind of dipped in various things, and we allow that unfolding to happen until they find a thing where it's like, okay, this is it. And for them to discover that for themselves versus, as parents, sometimes I think we naturally just want to be like, well, this is what you should do because you're naturally great at X, Y, and Z, or, you're built for this, or you have the mind for that. And, that's us trying to, pull out what we think is the best in them. Mm-hmm. But I think it's also important that we allow them to figure out what their best is, because I don't think that anything is really going to be sustained if it's not heartfelt.
Wow.
Right? You can do things for a season or even for a few years to please somebody or appease somebody else. Mm-hmm. But when it is heartfelt, when it is something that you've tapped into for yourself, when you know that's your inner tugging, pulling you in that direction, and that it's a game changer for that. So I think it's important that we give our children that space to do the same thing.
Love it. I love it. I love it. And with that said, then we have none other than, come on, man, sit up, dude. I'm right about to bring you on. You already been on camera. You don't even really realize that or not. Yeah.
The cameras are
always going on. So. We like to go ahead and welcome Jadon Johnson to the Elevated Podcast. Come on, y'all. Welcome in.
Yay.
My namesake. How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
How you doing? You made it, man.
I guess I'm almost there.
You finally made it, man. We finally made it, man. I'm proud of you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good?
Excited to be here finally.
Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
Life.
Okay. So we're going to get to this because you're here, right?
Yeah.
You got something on your shirt.
Yep.
What's that about?
Well, it's my brand called Conquer. Started trying to start it up a little bit. So it kind of developed with a personal story in my life, and I feel like other people can relate to. So.
What do you mean? As far as what? What do you mean?
So basically, like, I had like a time period in my life, I want to say.
What grade you in now?
I'm in 10th.
Okay, go ahead.
8th grade, mid to like kind of mid 9th. I quit all sports. I was doing nothing, sitting at the crib, just doing nothing, just trying to figure out what was my next move. Because I didn't want to go to college, like all that. Like, I was just didn't know where to go. And I had to overcome and conquer a lot of things to get to where I am today. So about, I want to say, over the summer is when I really started to pick up the clothing stuff and the brands and the stuff like that because of YouTubers that I watch, social media, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I was like, I feel like I got a message I can just bring out there through clothes and eventually through camera, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, stuff like that. But long story short, a couple months ago, discovered I wanted to do clothing. Had a couple different names, a couple different designs. I also some self-examination, doing it, some figuring out things about myself during this process still. And it's been a unique journey, still going on the journey. As y'all can see, still, you know what I'm saying? This took a lot of work, believe it or not. But it was, I was stopping myself though. So I feel like I had to conquer over myself.
Okay.
So that's right.
I love it. Beautiful. Did you have something that you wanted to ask your oldest?
So if you could think of like your ideal person that you want your brand to impact, who would that be?
Like somebody
like describe them, like age, what they do with themselves. What are they into? Some might call it their avatar.
I would say this person is about 14, 15 years old, maybe not like teenage. I say teenage, around teenage, or their growing experience. They go to school, might not know really what to do with their life, getting told they should do this, that, trying to figure out what's stopping them from overcoming the stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much. Do you want to put in more detail? Like what?
That's good. Thank you.
Good. So I won't take, you got two more brothers to come forward. All right. So I got a couple more that I want you to sit with, but I want you to sit in that space where, what would you say to that young person? You just said 14, 15-year-old that's watching, right? So they're like, oh, okay, I heard Jadon is on, your homies or whoever is on here, but somebody they may not be able to really realize, or they haven't verbalized it, right? But they're sitting at a place and they're like, look, I felt like I have been defeated. I feel like I have been going through some things. I can relate to the area of the story where I feel like I didn't want to do this or whatever the case may be. What would you say to help motivate them that even when they get your gear, they're like, yo, I am a conqueror over this. What would you say that could motivate them?
For me, to have God in your corner, that's really, I had to go with God. Had to learn that very quickly. Also, self-examination is, I'd say, key. I had to learn that. I still have to learn how to do that. But it's really like a self-examination. You're not gonna get over it unless you self-examine. So I feel that's the key thing. And have people in your corner, your family, parents, mom, dad, whatever your situation is, and know that you're gonna get through it. You might not understand it then, but you'll understand it later.
Awesome. So since we're talking about family in this episode, we're talking about love. We're talking about the area of supporting. How has your family, your mother and I, how has that been or not been instrumental in the area of your journey and your entrepreneurial journey? Are you following the creativity in your heart?
So, you ask me how you help me?
Sure. Yes. How has that? And yeah.
So, really,
I mean, we're transparent on here too. So you can be like, my dad be on me and whatever. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It could go. I'm trying to keep it short, but I'll start with my mom first.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, man, she's the more so try to I don't know how to explain it. She get on me, she really wants to see the best in me. I feel like, so she really try to get the more creative side of me because I'm not good at it really. She'll try to if I go to her, she'll be like, well, try this, try that. She tries to open my eyes more. I say that she open my eyes more. But in case of you, that I feel like my dad's probably helped me a lot more through this process. Just because of the simple fact, I feel like we've had the more tougher conversation, and the tougher conversations probably have helped more than the calmer, conversation. No, disrespect. But the more the tough love type conversations, like I said, a good quote that I've heard is, "You might not understand it now, but you'll understand it later." That's really a key thing in life. I think Jalen hurts.
Oh, did he? I'm just saying, can you put that on your gear? I'd rock that.
But I think it's also a verse. I'm being serious.
Go ahead.
But I had to really learn that. I'm 15, so I'm still learning it. But yeah, I feel like that's really, really, really key. That tough love, because when you go into that conversation, you might be like, oh man, he chat and he not really, he don't understand me. But trust me, the hour you sit by yourself in your room, wherever you at, you're gonna start to realize that that person was right, or in my case, my dad was right.
Oh well, bless you. Bless your heart.
Oh,
You're amazing. I love you. I'm proud of you. We are proud of you. And there's only good, great, and awesomeness that's going to flow to you and through you. So, when can we look for the launch of your gear? And where can we find you at online?
Launch. I haven't got an exact date,
Okay.
but I really want to try it out by mid-January.
Okay. Mid-January. Okay. And so we'll make sure that we have the links that will be in the description so that you can go ahead and follow Jadon on social.
Yeah. My IG.
Okay.
I just recently made it. Maybe a couple.
Whoa, man. What they say, the T?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's called Conquer. I believe Conquer.8.
How do you spell conquer?
CNQR.
All right. So,
Conquer CNQR.8.
all right. You going to double check that? But we'll make sure too, since this ain't live, you know what I mean? That you got it, that we got it. And I ain't gonna cut it out. We just gonna put the right link there. You got it? We'll make sure you got it. All right. All right. So again, thank you guys for joining us on this aspect of it. So next up is Jadiah. And so we are excited about that. So put your applause together as we bring Jadiah Johnson to the elevation. Jadiah, welcome to the Elevated Podcast. And you're at the elevation table. You good? It's good to be here. You finally made it, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. You feeling good? Feeling fine?
Yeah.
Let's get right to it. You good? Because I know it's getting past your bedtime. So we're going to get this thing moving, okay? All right. So, 2-time entrepreneur, 2 businesses. Talk to me about it. How did this stuff start? Did I make you do this?
Just wanted to get money my own way.
Straight to the point. So I'm gonna just cut grass? What's going on?
Like they moved. They had to start cutting their own grass, had a lawnmower. It's a way to make money, so why not?
Okay. Cool.
But do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you like about it?
I just like the after.
Seeing the result of okay, cool. And so you went from cutting grass and lawn care. How many clients did you get this summer?
I've cut like 20 different people.
Okay, like 20 different people and you just started in the summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I ain't really get them summer.
But
So that's
that didn't count. But I ain't fooling with it. And then after that, season shut down there, and then you said, "What you gonna cut hair?"
No, I picked my TCHS class. I was going to do construction, and then I got switched to library, and I just stuck with it.
Why'd you stick with it?
I just liked it. Had friends in there, good teachers.
And more money too. That's what you figured too.
I mean, yeah, both. Either way, I was gonna have money.
But I'm rocking Jadiah fades right now. Just letting y'all know he lined me up. I'll probably put a clip or something there to show him doing his work, which comes from there. So beautiful. You can jump in and ask him some questions because this is
I can't win. No, but I mean, I know you're saying like you kind of just did it because you wanted to make money, but you seem for the most part to enjoy what you're doing with both endeavors. Like what about it? Like what I've noticed about you is that you're always finding ways to enhance your business, to get better equipment, to offer more services, you like seem to do research. Like what's that all about?
Always on the go. There's always a next move.
Why? But why are you looking for that next move?
I like to stay busy.
You like to stay busy.
Yeah.
And you're on track. How do you balance all that?
Schedule.
And you stick to it?
Yeah.
Are you forced to do that? What is that?
It just works for me, so I keep doing it. So,
what's that schedule look like? Just give me a little bit of it.
At 5, turn on my heater, and I go back to sleep for an hour. I wake up at 6. It's usually warmed up by then. I get ready, walk to the bus, go to TCHS, go to school, practice, come home, put my bags upstairs, eat. I'll sit maybe for like an hour and then shower, go to sleep.
What time you go to sleep?
Like 9, 9:30, 10 at the latest.
Okay, so I'm pushing it right now, right? Cool. So you got something? Or you good?
Okay.
So my question to you is, so in this household, in this family, right? Entrepreneurial household, family. But how has the support from us brothers, family, what role has that played in you doing what you do?
A big one, like having support in the team. Like, it's easy to do something on your own for a little bit, but like having somebody to keep helping you get better and like always being open to helps you out.
That's dope. So I want you to talk to a parent now, okay? So go with me.
All right.
So it's parents and probably y'all friends and young people are watching this right now. So what would you say to a parent or a guardian, right? You with me so far? Who they're trying to connect with their kid. They see that there's some type of like creativity in them, but it's just not necessarily a connection. What would you say to that parent so that they can get a strong connection with the kid?
Just be chill, open, and like actually think about what they're saying and think about their perspective.
The kid?
Yeah. Like where they're coming from. I feel like you do that a lot. Like you'll say something and then you'll like step back and then think about it and then come back after you thought about it in our perspective.
And that's helpful.
Yeah.
What's the quickest way to kind of turn a kid off?
Like just coming straight at him and like not giving him a chance to talk or anything. Because then it's like, I don't want to hear anything you gotta say because you don't want to hear what I want to say.
That's real, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
For what?
Same question. Just anything else?
That's like the big thing.
Okay, cool. Beautiful.
Okay.
Good. Cool. So I'm trying to think of all the pages you have, okay? So you have your lawn care.
Yeah.
So what is that social?
Trim Pro.
Trim Pro?
Yeah, and I think it's an underscore after it.
Okay. So we'll make sure that we have that so that people can follow you for that. So if you're local for that area, right, in the area of where we're in Chester County, as far as that goes, you need somebody to go ahead and cut your lawn. We'll hit you up for there, right? You already taken clients for the next season?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about your for your cutting hair? What's that social?
Jadiah.
How you spell that for us?
JADIFAD. Easy.
Okay. Jadiah Fades, and we'll get that to you. And that's again the area of people who are local. We got to get him something to do global as well, right? Nah. That's dope. Cool. I love it. So those there, and also you are an athlete, so that's something that is supported as well. So you have a page for that as well?
Yeah, I don't know that usually.
You don't know that, but you get that? Okay, cool. So we'll get that as well. Real quick, for those who are athletes and they want to know, what do you run? What's your passion in that area?
Track.
You run track, and what specific races? Everything.
Like you just get moved around everywhere. Like 4x4 and a 4x2, 200, 400.
What's your favorite?
Those two.
Dope. Cool. Anything?
Well, we're super proud of you. Watching you. you know, we laugh and joke all the time because we need to be more like Jadiah. Like you set a goal. I watched you in the summer. Like this week, I'm gonna make this amount, and by midweek, you like I'm not hitting that number yet. I'm gonna go knock on some doors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go, tell people what I have to offer. Like that's really dope, and it's brave and it's courageous, and a lot of people don't have that in them because you're going to find somebody that's going to say no, or that person that might slam the door in your face or whatever, but that you haven't let that stop you. And so just wanted to let you know that we're super proud and we're watching you and we're even learning from you.
Absolutely.
And so thank you just for being you and bringing all of you to everything that you do.
What she said. Absolutely. I lied. I do got one more thing for you. I had you speak to an adult. I want you to talk to your peers real quick. Somebody that has a concept in their heart and their mind. What would you say to encourage them?
Just go for it.
Love it. That's it. In the words of Jadiah, go for it. All right? So now we got 2 down, 1 to go. Who's coming next to the table?
Josiah.
Josiah Andre Johnson to the elevation table. Welcome, sir.
Well, thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can you get just a little closer to that microphone, right?
Thank you.
What is that voice for?
What do you mean?
Why are you trying to put your deep voice on?
This is my normal voice.
That's not your normal voice.
This is my normal voice.
It's not your normal voice. Huh? You okay? Okay, so we're here. All right. In the area of the theme, we've been talking about the area of what we've been talking about, beautiful. See, got her.
Creativity and family.
All right. Okay. And so we had your 2 brothers and talked about their business. And excuse me, do you remember how JoJo's Butter had started before you got it? I know you're 10, so that might take you back a little bit, but do you remember? Is that a no?
Yeah, that's a no.
That's a no?
Yeah.
All right. So we all started from love lathering when Daddy and Mommy were making what?
Candles?
Candles, soap, body butter, right? Then your brothers got Brothers Butter and took it from there. And then that lasted for a second. And then you had said that you wanted the business. And we went from there. But we started it. Why did we start all that?
We started making body butter, I think was the first thing we made.
Yep. It was unscented.
Or was it the soap?
No, I think it was the butter.
Or both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we started making unscented natural body care because you, Josiah, had eczema and the soaps we were using was inflaming your skin and irritating your skin. So that's why we started making it. It was literally you with your, I can probably make that.
Yeah, let's just put it out there. It was extremely expensive for the type of cream that they were trying to get us to make so that your skin can be as awesome as it is now. And so you're right. I'm that person to be like, I'm not paying all that. I'm sure I can go ahead and find something natural.
Yeah, and we didn't want to keep using like the steroids and stuff because we're so young too. Like, so we started doing that, and that's how the business started.
Yeah, and people loved it. And then as we always do, switch to other businesses. And then now it came there with you. So what you going to do with this business, man?
Bring it back up.
And do what? What you going to do with it? She's being mom. Can y'all see that?
The microphones pick up
everything. Yes. Go ahead. What are you going to do?
I'm going to bring it back up.
You're going to bring it back up? What does that mean?
Like, start the business up again.
Okay. Because people have been asking us for body butter. So what are you saying? Because this is going to be on TV and everything else. So what are you saying? Are you committing to making this body butter?
Yes.
Yes, you are committing to taking it over and doing your thing.
Yes.
JoJo's Butter is back. Is back.
Yes.
And consistent. Okay. How's it going to help people? How is it going to help people?
With their skin.
Okay. What about their skin?
What about their skin?
Yeah. How's it going to help them?
Gonna like clear it out.
Okay. Are you going to use it?
Yeah.
I was ready to say, because you can't like promote a product that you ain't going to use yourself. We can't do that as well. So let's talk a little bit about the area of growing up in this household. Okay. With mommy and daddy and your brothers. And when it comes to the things that you desire to do. So Josiah is also an athlete. What do you do? What's your sport?
Baseball.
Do you like it? That's cool. All right. And so you also are a musician. And what do you play?
Saxophone.
Okay. Saxophone. And you do all these things, right? And you also have the area of the business that you were bringing back, right? So how is it growing up in a house with all these businesses and stuff going on?
It's really nice.
Why is it nice?
Because I'm glad to see like all my family members making money from their own businesses that they created or got ideas from.
Dope. And so what's your motivation?
My family.
Okay. That's good. I appreciate that. You got anything else you want to say?
Nah.
No? Okay. Mom?
Are you going to, so tell us about the butters. Do you plan on having like different fragrances? Are you going to, what's it going to be like? Like with the different smells?
Or are you just going to try to take daddy's recipes and duplicate them?
You going to come up with some of your own new ones?
Mm-hmm.
We have to test some scents out.
Yeah.
Okay.
When can we expect this?
January. No, not January. Wait. January.
It's up.
January 10th?
It's out here. You just pull it out from there.
January 10th.
What's the 10th? I don't know. You felt that? Where you feel that at?
Beige.
You got
He said his age, y'all.
the 10th.
And the 10th. That's why. Okay. All right. So
you gotta get your logo and what your labeling is gonna look like. All that's gotta get done before the 10th. Right? So you got some work to do.
You do. I got one more question for you. Well, not one more, but one I'm gonna ask you right now, okay, is how does it make you feel to have a mother that's so supportive of you?
Nice.
How does she help you?
But a lot of things like example.
Yeah, you can't say a lot of things and say I need an example. Like you're supposed to be like flowing with that, John. Like everything, like everything. Waking you up in the morning, school, clothes, food, shelter. She's a superstar, right? Supportive. You gonna stick with that? Okay, cool. What would you say to another young person who wants to start a business? How would you encourage them? What would you tell them? What would you tell them?
I'd tell them, like, if it's like, an example, like, if you're trying to make your own, I don't know, like, design brand or anything, first you should, like, talk to some people, if you have any connections, see how good your writing is, like, to sketch out your designs, stuff like that. Then start, like, committing to it and bringing it out there.
Awesome. That's good. I think, look, I can't add anything on to that. That's good right all by itself. Good job, man. You do a great job. I'm proud of you. We're proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So only good, great, and awesome from here, right? And so you got time to go get your pajamas and everything on. It's Time for you to transition. Right. Cool. We love you. All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to dismiss you from the elevation pod table. I gave this table like 15 names.
You have.
We have to figure it out. In one segment, but that's cool. All right. Any parting words you want to say? Any parting words you want to say to the people?
Chase after your dreams.
Chase after your dreams. All right.
Thank you.
And we're out. Wow. That was an episode. Huh?
All the personalities.
All the personalities. I loved it. All right. And so you guys have been with us, and we are encouraging you guys as well. I'll be honest, babe. It's joy for me. Excuse me. To just be at a place to, I'm grateful that we have a life that we get to live to pay attention to those things. Now, like I said before, it's not just because not that we expect JoJo to do better his whole entire life or Conquer or any of the other businesses that they're going on. However, the values that they've learned through it. And so that's my encouragement to you watching, listening, to continue to make space for that love, that peace, that creativity, for that to flourish, and flourish every day. Family time, listening in. This is what they were saying. They taught the areas of the listens. They shared with us, if we listen to them, what it is that's on their heart, on their mind, and what is unfolding, what is developing in them. I had a parent ask me before, I have a kid who wants to do this and wants to do this. And, deep down inside, I feel like they'll never be able to do this, but how would I advise that? And I said, whatever they're feeling, allow them to unfold and develop from that place. Cause it's not necessarily about shooting their dreams down. All of our kids, when they were younger, they wanted to do what? Football, basketball, all of them. I'm going to be a professional this, I'm a professional that. Then the area of YouTuber, which I'm good with it because we're in the area of YouTubing as well. But for some of them, we gave them stats and said, well, look it up. See what it takes to go ahead and do that. See what it takes for this. See what it takes for that. And then we're just listening. Like I started at the beginning of the episode, training a child in the way it should go. From our interpretation from that is there's an area where they're being led, and we just divinely cooperate with them and the divine to help lead and guide them as they move forward. And then they learn the area of discipline, and they learn to realize if I want to make the money, I need to go to bed at this time and get up from here. Or if I don't, or if I'm tired, or what I need to put in my body, all these things, God, the divine universe puts it right there before them. And all we need to do is lovingly enforce those. And I'll be honest, some of those lessons is fun for me at this point in time. I am having a ball right now. Yeah. Just enjoying those things. So be present, be encouraged, and just enjoy that journey. And so we're going to end this episode, but not quite yet. Don't leave us yet. Listen, I don't know why I'm echoing, but sounds like it's on Lyneesha's laptop. All right. And so, as we're welcoming Miss Conquer, who's rocking it. You've been rocking. Did you showing that you're rocking the brand?
Mama Conquer.
Mama Conquer. Okay. So I know he said he had a certain age group for that, but I think she superseded all that. But anyway, we're almost out of here. Please leave us with a word that we can take with us from all this throughout the week.
I think something that I learned and see in our kids as they're developing and unfolding is that the answer is always within you. Like you just said, like allowing them that space to explore, to try things out. Like we grew up on the scripture, train up a child, right, in the way he should go. But often we're like pushing them in the way we think they should go. Mm-hmm. And as adults, we don't want anybody doing that to us, mm-hmm. right? So I think, the younger they can begin to, put their toe in the water here, put their toe in the water there, see what works for them. They've tried out different sports and have found, what they love, and have, stepped away from what, wasn't working for them, or they didn't see themselves fully committing to. Like a lot of these things they have decided on their own after having given it some time to try out. And so I think that's just important to realize, like your mind, your body, your surroundings, the situations are all informing you of what is next. And I think that, or what to do next, or, you know, the next move. And so I think that's important that we all listen to that, to self, and listen to God, and look for those answers that are already there.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not, we're not lacking anything. We're not lacking the ability. We're not lacking, you know, the gifts, or the answers. It's just a matter of being still long enough and willing to actually hear and see them.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, like I told you, this is going to be an amazing episode, and it has. I'm biased, but it's probably my favorite one so far. Okay, every last one is my favorite one, but this is with the kids, and obviously with my bestie. Love you to life. You're amazing, and Elevation Nation, you are great as well. Listen to this. Listen, if you haven't already, I invite you to join us with prioritizing self-care and kicking off 2025 with 25 days of peace, power, and pleasure in the Pleasure is All Mine Challenge. So join me and an incredible team of coaches, as well as a community of like-minded emerging leaders, as we journey through my new book, The Pleasure is All Mine. And so the team and I put together the 25-day challenge. We're going to have daily live lessons, reflections, exercises, actionable steps, some surprise guests and coaches. And this is all designed to help us elevate your mindset and align with your highest self, the divine, for the year ahead. All right. So this challenge starts on January the 1st, 2025. Registration is open now. So secure your spot. Links are in our description and all of our social media platforms. So as always, thank you for joining us, and may good, great, and awesomeness flow to you and through you all day long. Blessings.